Hi there, signs of Libra. This is Kim here to give you your next 3-day messages. So opening up to your spirit team, your spirit guides, and your angels for these messages. They're always for your Most High. We are going to take a look at what spirit wants you to focus on at this time, or how they're guiding you, what the challenges may be. And then at the end, I'm going to take a look at your 3 months ahead to see what good things are coming in for your 3 months ahead. So I've been doing this with every sign. These readings tend to be a little long, but they've been good. I think they've been good. So glyph, sacred symbols, oracle, starting off with, wow. Oh, that's interesting, because I saw this number right before I started your reading. I saw, if you want to know about angel numbers, I saw 44 and I saw 555 before your reading. So those might be something of significance for you. So right now, you're being guided to focus on your transformation. With the serpent energy, transformation right here, the number 44. Yeah, your second skin, shedding a layer. So this is about renewal, transformation, renewal. And with that 44, I just usually, with fours, I always get angelic guidance with fours, because it's our like stability, our foundation, and our foundation is truly spiritual. So I'm just always getting like that you're being guided by your angels. So they want you to focus on what you're transforming at this time. They also want you to focus on the cleansing energy of smoke. Right before your reading, I burned a little bit of black sage. And that's number 6, which is about, can be about returning to a state of harmony or balance. Can have to do with relationships and different types of relationships, but they're wanting you to focus on cleansing your energy or clearing your energy out. Everything is energy work. You don't have to, you don't have to be basically a reader although this can happen, where if you were doing too many readings without like cleansing your energy, you can run into issues. I did. Fatigue, feeling of being worn out, before you really should be, or even having different like issues in the chakras related to like the energy that you were channeling through. So, but as I say that, like, and every interaction is energy work. Everybody has a certain, like a force field of energy when you're interacting with people. If you work with the public, I would say you're probably even more likely to need to cleanse your energy, your space. So anyway, you can do that. Palo Santo's great for it's known as like holy wood is what they call it, because it's also going to bring in a more positive vibe for you. I use black sage in particular with this type of work, because I feel like it works better with cleansing the space for divination. And it took me a while to figure out what sage really worked best. I've burned bay leaves before when I'm wanting to attract. Actually, I do that pretty regularly, to be honest, just to let you all know, because I'm here to share too. It brings in abundance in just different ways, and I state that intention. And so when that smoke goes up, just like just like the prayer candles that they have in a church, your prayer is being heard, your intention is being heard, and this is just a way to work with the elements here. All right, and it works, by the way. My bag of bay leaves. My bay leaves are for burning. There's my bag of bay leaves. That's what I use. And it works. It works for me. Might not work for somebody else. If depends on where your head's at, right? Where your belief is at. So Then, oh, nice. Another 4. 4, 4, 4. With the mystery, the pyramid. This is definitely like saying something about your focused energy at this time. Definitely, because that's you know, there's like, you think of it like a vortex or a point leading to energy here. This actually has a meaning to it about your manifestation ability at this time. Something being more powerful. I'm pretty sure. Let me look here in the book, because sometimes I miss. But I do remember reading that. Yeah, okay, your power to manifest is at its peak. And this card even says, be mindful of environments you spend time in, as they significantly affect your energy state. And it's also talking about things aligning for you. So, and the great mystery. It's the great mystery of the energy we cannot see, but that we definitely are instead of these bodies. 48 transition archway is big. It's big. So this card is about you see the stairs, right? So we're climbing stairs. It represents having success in some way, like we're ascending. Then you're ascending and being initiated into this new gate or this new archway. And this can be a new opportunity for you. It's gonna be, it says transition because it's big. It's not something that, so they're wanting you to focus on the next thing that's coming, because evidently here you're ready for it, right? Because you're ready for it. For you all, I think I'm going to do it a little bit different. I think for Libra, I'm going to pull from the archetype deck for what to focus on. Maybe an archetype message of what to focus on. Excuse me, get some water. Interesting on the cut, right? Siren was already on the bottom. I haven't used this deck in a while, but Eros is on the cut with the Siren. You could be very attractive right now, attracting, or I would think like it would be you. That's probably something here. Something here that you've like healed in yourself. It's making your energy extremely magnetic. Like you're alluring people to you. The comic and the venom. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, so, wow. Venom is about having to transmute darker energy. It can be a period of time that we've had to go through there was a lot of suffering. Now, because of, I'll say that because of what's going on in the world in general, what has come to light here recently has been a lot of venom. And it has been, to some people, it seems like it's desensitizing people, and to others, it like, well, maybe a numbing, to a lot of empathic people and energies. You're kind of faced with the task of having to transmute this venom in the world, the poison, so that it becomes the nectar, which is the medicine. And with this card coming next to it, the comic, they're saying that laughter is the best medicine. It's going to help you transmute or get through a difficult time. Of course, there are some topics that we're not going to be, laughing about, but it's the need for laughter or joy or play in our life when things are as dark as they are, when you see, energy shifting, and it's definitely making itself known in the areas that it was in the shadows for so long. It's definitely making itself known. And so a lot of you all, especially, I just feel like the people that come to my channel that are attracted to it, I talk a lot about your spiritual gifts, your abilities, and kind of like light worker energy, no matter where you're at, no matter if you have a job, if you don't have a job, no matter what kind of job it is, this light and this energy that you carry that is automatically transmuting this stuff too. So it's a different type of consciousness, and I think that maybe you are able to turn this into nectar. So focus on the laughter as being the best medicine, or anything that will raise your vibration. Have the desert, but you see the desert right underneath this archway. The interesting thing about this card, though the desert can be disorienting, confusing, it can be a time where we're not wanting to be in this desert energy. Like we're thirsty or tired or whatever it is, exhausted. It is in this place, or the elements that are around you in the desert, that can give you breakthrough visions, clarity, confirmation. So even like clairvoyance is related to this card. It's temporary. Everyone goes through the desert, but I definitely think that there's something here about you going somewhere different. The medallion. Yeah, well, you're definitely going somewhere different, right? We have the threshold and the self here on the bottom, and then the medallion. So with the medallion first, this is... They're telling me more so, this is, yes, it can be an actual like pendant or something, some piece of jewelry that you have received from somebody who has passed on. It's something that has left you. But when I first got that, I'm noticing this hand here. It is the right hand. So for a lot of you all, it is something physical, something that you can hold. But the message I was getting was that a passed down gift or ability too. So when you see this card, you know that your ancestors are helping you, even the ones that you don't know, that you don't know of, that are part of your spirit team, trying to help you here through this. You know, it can be sometimes a hard place to be sometimes, right? So yeah, if you're going through a difficult or disorienting, confusing situation, know that some sort of creativity is going to break through, some sort of vision, and you're on the threshold, which is another card that means then this one's big about nothing's ever going to be the same. Reality will be different because you're on the threshold. You're about to jump into a new experience. And I feel like I'm not doing it justice, this card, because it is where your reality is forever changed. It's not anything that you are comfortable with. That energy here on the threshold card, it looks like what's on the village card, which is like comfort, what we are known, what we know, maybe having family around us or things that are familiar around us. But this is going somewhere different. This is jumping into a different type of reality. And it also means like the doorway, the gateway, or the initiation. And then you have the self, and the self has a pearl there, kind of near that heart chakra. So that's, the self is talking about you tapping into a completely new you, a new identity. This could, and you do have that transformation too with the serpent. So definitely the threshold here can represent you becoming a completely different person. I'm even picking up on that, the crystalline light body, which is, hard for me to be able to explain all, but process between the 3D to 5D consciousness, where there's more unconditional love, or focus on that. There's a focus on allowing the light to come in. More light is able to be held within the body as it shifts from carbon to silicone. I could get into it more, but it's what I'll say in quotes. It is what is said to be a necessary part of the body, changing and adapting to a new consciousness. So maybe something here like that is also going on. Probably you have several different things going on at one time, I would say. So you're ready for your new identity here. Let's focus on next the challenges that you might have, and let's use a different deck for that. A different deck for the challenges. I think it might make it a little bit more interesting, I think. Well, there's a bay leaf. Hang on. It fell. Okay. Well, hey, for my Libras watching, can you let me know what the challenges are going to be in this phase? Wow, the crystalline light body message again. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So truly interesting, because 10, we do have Jupiter here, but I get so much information from this card because 10 has the atomic number of 50 for one thing. And so there's that 5 coming into your reading. And the 5 is about changing. And sometimes that card, well, that number can be like unpredictability too. But the one thing you can predict for sure without fail is change itself, right? 10 is a metal that has a crystalline attribute to it. That's what it's kind of known for, is this is malleable. It moves in different ways, easier, right? It moves easily. It's bendable. So there's lots going on. There's expansion going on, but there's also divine, you could say divine detours going on too, where plans may change. What you thought was going to happen might not happen. Something better might happen in a totally different, unique way. But the ability here to soak up more light in your body. Okay, so this challenge is the purging of the things that it's going to break free or let loose, right? So you may have different like chakra centers that feel funny at different times. Might come and go in different areas, and then you kind of know what's going on with your chakras there. But I see like the purging of denser, heavier energies as more light is let in. So that is the challenge. Okay. What else do we want to do for the challenge? Hang on. Okay. Cosmos. Oracle. And the crystalline body too, they talk about being more connected with the sun energy also, as the sun is assisting you. Things happen. DNA is like activated during those things going on, and so it's been said, right? So with all of these solar flares and things like that happening, so you can find it being extra challenging right now because of the intense light activations that have been going on. Multiverse, Big Bang, and the celestial uterus. A stratopause is the challenge. Okay, well that makes sense. So part of your challenge then has to do with opening up or dropping the laws that govern your belief systems. Whatever belief system you may think is good for you, but in some way is holding you back from a significant choice or different path or some sort of decision, that's why they're wanting you to drop it. Because This feels like a challenge of self-inquiry to me. It feels like some, spirit guide trying to guide you into a point where you question what it is you believe in. Why do you believe in it? And then maybe maybe analyzing if a belief system or is limiting you in a way, and then you decide, right? And instead of having something just kind of ingrained in you or programmed. So on the multiverse, we have the line, and that represents the surface. And so they're saying that, what you see or on the surface may be like, okay, I'm in this room, I'm in this universe right now. But they're saying, wow, that's so weird. They're saying you can be in the same room and switch the universe. Like there's something here about, oh, it's a weird message. Something here about being able to quantumly travel or quantum leap in a way. And sometimes it looks exactly the same, but like some sort of perspective shift or whatever is going to change everything. So you may be in the same setting when you've actually experienced a huge threshold moment, and you're actually in a different universe and ready for a different parallel life, ready for a different path because of that shift. Okay. You are at the stratopause right now. So the challenge is this, it feels like a time of renewal and of waiting. Sometimes in a place that's like waiting for the bus to come. So we're at the bus stop. So they're saying whatever it is right now where you feel like you've just been waiting on something to come. That's like your dreams, an aspiration that you have. They said record deal, or just some sort of big offer to come your way. That you are just in a pause. You're in a pause state right now, and you will have a choice, a decision. There will be many different types of buses that come to the bus stop, and all of them is going to be your decision to get on or not. But so this period of time, though, that stratopause is the transition time. So you have a common theme here from the focus and your challenge being the challenging transition. Okay, and then the celestial uterus, I would assume that has to do with something being born. Let me get this book here in the celestial realms. Big Bang is huge. And it relates to the 10 energy, because Big Bang is about expansion, which is what it says in this guidebook, because it's talking about how everything was created from a previous explosion. So it's like there's this big explosion, dropping all of everything that you think is known about you, or even comfort, even just everything. So you get the feeling, like with the Big Bang card, that something's coming in suddenly, without warning. It changes everything, and it's not going to be what you're actually familiar with, but it's going to be tied to your expansion and advancement here. Celestial uterus. Okay. Genesis, going back to the beginning. Giving birth, allowing us to flourish in society and interact with the rest of the planet. The uterus gives us necessary time for rest and gestation, to contemplate the crucial phases of life. So this makes me feel like it is tied into your philosophy, beliefs, and self-inquiry too. So again, necessary time for something to be born, birthed to life. Okay, let's do your 3 month ahead and see. I don't think you're going to get anything bigger than the Big Bang. So from that deck, let's use this deck. Let's use the White Light Oracle for your 3-month ahead message. For the Libras here. And if you guys want a private reading, by the way, the information's in the description box below. They are pre-recorded videos on your, based on what you want to know. Remember to put that in the notes section on checkout. And thank you all for the support I've had so far. Appreciate you all. It keeps everything going. So you have a very strong connection here with the angels, because you have Seraph, and music is coming through again. Music or vibration, frequency. Yeah, let me get my book. Okay, Dakini of Infinite Light, Seraph 963 hertz, and the Sun 417 hertz. Light codes. Light codes and changes. I'm going to start with Dakini, actually. Dakini of Infinite Light. Okay, and so White Light Oracle, right? Seek and you shall find. Find the teachers and teachings that feel pure to your heart. But remember, it is the inner truth of you that will ultimately set you free. Do not give your power away, but do trust in a greater guiding wisdom at work in all aspects of your life. Ask for help from enlightened spiritual beings in any matter of concern, and help shall be granted. Believe all problems can be resolved, and a more graceful life experience is opening up for you now. This is like a guide through the darkness. Oh, interesting. It also says the Oracle of Dakini of Infinite Light augurs an increase of the light in your life. Lightening up after a difficult time. Increase of clarity from a helpful higher perspective. And a clear positive path opening up after a troublesome time. So you have a lot of messages here about that crystalline light body coming through. And also the self-inquiry of belief systems. Which ones could help you at this time? All right, 21, Seraph, because Seraphim, that tone, that's that frequency. Practice connecting to the joy that is always deep within you. Pay attention to what brings you exquisite delight. If you don't know what it is, you are guided to experiment and explore. Connecting to the joyful capacity of your heart will heal much negativity and uncertainty. Let your heart relax and allow spiritual grace that wishes to reorder your life to manifest in miraculous magic. Angels, the seraphim, are extremely high vibration. Spiritual infusions of light and wisdom travel on the 963 hertz frequency. So yes, you could definitely listen to that and find that frequency to pull in more of that light. Oh, it also says you may be experiencing within the next 3 months telepathy of between light and spirit in your inner being. A clear cognizance is going to emerge of just knowing things without knowing how you know it. Yeah, and it says consciousness raising light codes are going to be transmitted directly into your body of light. This is amazing. It is in alignment. 16, the Sun of 417 hertz. Radiant, beautiful light. Again, wow. This is the light of your inner sun, your higher self. As much as you can, allow yourself to become mindless in that light. Just be light. Radiant, beautiful light. Wow. 417 hertz facilitates a healing shift into the vibration of your highest self. Your inner light shall continue to shine no matter what circumstance or what is happening around you. And the main message with that card is that you have what it takes. You are a light bearer. Within you is a healing power and spiritual wisdom you can tap into to find your way through any confusion or doubt. Have confidence in yourself. Know that you are enough and expect an affirming yes from the universe. It's a yes. Whatever it is that you are wanting here for yourself, next 3 months, you have so many possibilities and choices. The challenge is gonna be about choosing one than anything that you might be going through right now. It will be just overwhelmed by so many choices or options. I definitely think we need to use this deck for the next 3 months to get the more spiritual message here of what's going on. But let's do some. Next 3 months, you will be moving on. That's that transition. Moving on to the next phase in your life's journey. Yeah, you will be going away with focus here on what's coming ahead instead of looking back. That's the train. Nice. And your energy here. Oh, well. I thought it was. No, it's not. I'm sorry. Sorry, thought it was. Person of Earth, the provider or caregiver, grounded, secure, stubborn. You have Aries, you have Gemini, you have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn so far coming out. The provider or caretaker. So some sort of wish is going to be granted when it comes to your abundance and what you're wanting to manifest. Maybe that's why they had me talk about the bay leaf and the belief that I have with it, maybe that's why, because it seems like this is something that you're going to be manifesting in the next 3 months. It says classy, stable, prosperous, shooting star, quick action, wish granted. It's like making a wish on a shooting star, brilliant and enterprising. There's the divine detour, the roundabout. Maybe leading you to a different community or a new community, different people, different types of connections. It does say perfect timing. Also sweet with family and your support system. If you don't feel, that you don't have much family as support here in the blood, know that your spiritual family is always by your side. Always. And a lot of times, they're not going to intervene without your say-so, without your help, or without you requesting for their help and assistance. I do feel, sometimes our higher self is going to be giving us some challenges that we are meant to do, but I did think angels and your spirit team your ancestors can always give you clues if something is particularly hard for you. So yeah, you're never without support here. So, and you are going to be very successful. The flag, achievement. So coming in next 3 months, you'll be standing at the top of that mountain with the flag, being able to say, I did it. I achieved this. I climbed out of darkness. I saw the light and I let my light shine, right? And I got to the top. So it says you will have bragging rights here because you have achievement, recognition, success, and victory. And on the bottom, you have balloons with fun, freedom, high vibe, ascension, stress-free. So, looks like you're headed in a good direction here. Okay, now this is the Oracle of Genetic Gifts. Just wanting to see maybe what's going on spiritually. Woo! And it landed on the 3. I think it's 33. Yeah, master number 33. The master teacher, ruling planet Neptune. A big sign that you probably have an ascended master that's also helping you at this time. Neptune is a spiritual planet we associate with spirituality. So It's a big number. It's a big number to get. A lot of knowledge. The master teacher. Oh, might be even. You may have like a bloodline or a tie to an ascended master, or to any of them. There's a lot. Or guru or yogi or something here, because I have ancestral line is older than Earth. So the Libras that are at this reading are Libras that are actually your descendants of somebody that some very ascended masters. Might have to do with your father's side. Also, remember that medallion. This card says that you have spiritual gifts from your father's side or your father's line. It could be his mother, right? But on the father's side that you have inherited. And then clairvoyance is coming out. Clear seeing. Yeah. And clairvoyance was also coming to me from one of those cards earlier. Soul number, numerical symbol for what your heart desires. The soul number. You can find that with your numerology. So 33 is that is a really nice, good sign for you. Let's get an angel number message on the number note. We'll wrap it up. Oh, that's interesting. It just happens to be on the bottom. Cool. See, no such thing in coincidences. It's all lined up for you. Everything's lined up for you. It's perfect. Interesting. For Libra, 20 with I am harmonious. Says you can relate. Maybe it's because you're not from here. It says you can relate to others on almost a cosmic level. You are dedicated to building harmonious relationships of all kinds. You have the ability to persuade others to your point of view by using gentle means. I am harmonious. Wow, they really want you to know that you are being assisted during a time of great change. Master number 55. Substantial change is in your future. Embrace the change and need to overcome insecurities and let go of your fears. I am evolving. And 0, talking about how everything is infinite. Says you're gaining new sight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. I am limitless. One more. 31. I am disciplined. And 30 on the bottom. I am imaginative. And I am disciplined. It says your approach to life is a mix of practicality and imagination. Your mind is stirring with creative ideas, and you have the organizational skills to manifest them to life. I am disciplined. It's giving me a King of Swords kind of vibe there. So that's what I have for you, Libra. I'm sending you love and light as always. Bye.